What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've done a video. It's the end of 2023 and I just want to go over the whole year and my reflections of what I've been doing, just so I can look back on it, because I've made a lot of progress this year, even though it was a down year for me. Overall, the experience and the growth that I've seen through just my personal life and my trading, it's really leaped forward. And so at the beginning of the year, around January, I started working at Subaru at the very beginning, and I was resisting going back to a job so much. And this was after the whole 2020 unemployment thing, and that resistance of going back to a job just made me want to rush my trading and just figure it out and take trades and just try to just rush things, rush into funded accounts when I wasn't really ready, because I didn't want to go back to a job. And once I accepted going back to a job and really just submitted to it, it really started helping me out. It gave me less time to work on my trading, and so it also gave me a distraction throughout the day and helped me cope with, let's say I took a trading loss in the morning, I wasn't like sitting on the chart afterwards. I took that loss because I had to go to work, so it created those boundaries for myself. So when I would get home from work, I could maybe, put an hour or two aside and work on my trading. So it really helped me filter my time easier. And, I've met a lot of great people where I work too now, and it's just, it's nice. I literally drive people for a living that don't want to stay at the car dealership. I just take them to their house, and it pays $18 an hour, and I'll get some tips here and there. And it's not a lot of money, but it's simple, it's easy, it's no stress, and it's just something that I really, really enjoy. I can and just focus on my trading. And so started working at Subaru, and that's just really helped me progress and stop worrying and rushing things. So, but with trading, it's been a lot of hopping around the whole year, figuring out what kind of model suits me. I started trading with the Inner Circle Trader in 2022, August 2022. And if you look at my equity curve, or if you just put it on a bar chart of my statistics, man, it's literally like up, down, up. So in 1 month it'll be up, next month it'll be down. It's the cycle of the boom and bust. You get up 1 month, you feel really elated, and then you're like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing, and you get real prideful. And when you get real prideful in the market, you'll get humbled. And so the next month it'll be down, and it'd be like double down of what I made the previous month. And so it was just this constant cycle of up, down. And I'm just like, man, what's going on? And it was that elation, and you get elated when you do really well. And then once you have a negative month, you start feeling shameful, and you're like, damn, I need to get my shit together again. You start working on your priorities, and then you bring yourself back up, and then you have another month and you do really well, and you go back up, and it's just that continuous cycle of prideful and shameful and prideful and shameful. And you want to stay in between that mean of the pride and the shame. And these are the psychological factors that you'll come across once you've been in the game long enough. And it's truly just a psychological game, and mastering yourself and your performance, and just having pure discipline with your strategy and not letting the emotional roller coaster take over you. And so I've built a lot better discipline this year. I only went off the rails a couple times. Usually emotions will take over if you have like a lost streak, and you'll become scared to take trades, or I'll take 2 losses in that day, but I think I'm so right about where the market's going, I'll just keep taking trades, and it'll end up being like 5 or 6, losses in a day, which is, minus 5 or 6% of the account. But, that that could take away your whole month right there if you're making 6 to 8% in a month. And so I only risk 1% per day now. And that can range from risking 1% on a single trade to cutting your risk down more. But I don't do minus 2% anymore, because that gives me a risk exposure of minus 10 for the whole week if you're taking 2 losses per day. So I only went off the rails a couple times, and I joined a psychology course with Pat Bellini, and that's been really, really good. I'll tag his website in the comments below. But yeah, I don't really get attached to the outcomes of the trade like I used to. I just know I'm following my process. And if you get data for 4 years on your back testing and whatever your model is, if you get that data for 4 years, that's going to give you some confidence that it works out. And so you just know if you're following your process for the next 100 to 1,000 trades, that's all that matters. You don't know what the outcome will be in the short term, but just follow your trades. And yeah, there's little things, refinements you can do, such as bias, and if you trade bias and all that to kind of strengthen your edge. But yeah, just following the process, that's been a big thing for me, and that's been a huge progression with my mentality. I've also found fluidity with being in the market. I used to be so mechanical and want to force like my will on the market, and I don't know, I just have found what works for me. And I don't know, it's a weird thing of not being so mechanical, but still being able to be fluid and flow with the market and get a feel for what it's doing, and being able to change your decisions and not being so mechanical with, okay, this is my belief, I'm sticking with this belief only, and that's it. You have to really listen to it and have that relationship with the market, and coexist together, because if you're trying to put your priorities on the market, it might not always work out, and you need to be able to listen to it and what its priorities are and what it's telling you. And yeah, so I've found the models that work for me. I basically just trade OTE on the 15-minute time frame, or the 2022 model. If my bias is long, and let's say New York is taking out like London lows or something, I'll just enter on a sweep of that. But other than that, I'll just do OTE with 15-minute market structure shifts. But it's been pretty good. I've found what works for me, and I'm really looking forward to going into this 2024. I've dove a lot deeper into my spirituality, and I think that really helps, not getting so tied up into my trading, because each day, it's just one single day. If you have a win one day, or if you have a loss one day, it's just one day. Stop getting so caught up in that one day, and just know there's always another day, and God willing. But if you believe in any of that. But yeah, I've dove in deeper into my spirituality, do a lot of meditation, practice bhakti yoga, and just regular yoga with asanas, which is the stretching. Bhakti, I've gotten into chanting more, playing in the harmonium, which is really nice. It helps me dive into my heart and really have a heart-opening experience, and just have peace within myself. Yeah, I've learned how to play the banjo this year. I started taking banjo lessons, and it's these things that I do outside of trading that help me not be so caught up in trading. It's so easy to cling to these tiny things in trading with a loss, or oh, I need to go and change this, or oh, I need to go and test this thing. It's so easy to cling to all that. Just don't. If you have a model, just just place your trades, stick with your model, and at the end of the trading day, just go do something else. Go, I play banjo, I go to work, I practice my yoga, meditation, and, read a book. Do productive things for yourself. Don't just get so caught up in trading. Trading is just such a little tool in your life to help you have a better life. And there's other things you could do in your life to also help you have a better life outside of trading. So overall, these are my reflections for the year. It's been a pretty good year. Later this summer, in July, August, we're going to be moving up to Washington State, and I'm in Nevada right now, but we're going to move up to the Pacific Northwest and try to start settling up there. That 5 a.m. having to wake up in the morning trader life isn't the best, but it is nice being done at 7 a.m. because when I am full-time doing that, it'll be nice having the whole entire day instead of having to be on New York time and start at 8:30 and then finish close to noon. I can just start trading at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time, be done at 7:30. So yeah, and overall, that's that. I'm looking forward to this year being a really progressive year. Maybe I'll get my first payouts from prop firms. I haven't had any payouts yet. I've been funded multiple times, but due to my psychology not being intact, I've lost all the funding accounts, and I've just taken a break from the funding stuff for a long time until I just know what I'm doing with my trading. Because the funding stuff, it'll be a total waste of money if you don't have your strategy down, if you don't know what you're doing, and if you haven't proven to yourself that you're consistent. So yeah, other than that, that's the end of 2023. Today's the 31st of December. Tomorrow's the first week of January. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really good year. And yeah, I'll see you next time with the next big update.